this is 2023. The challenge we have in Africa is like we are living in the past while the rest of the world is in the future. A lot of things are possible. With this thing in our hand, we can do so many things. We can run all kinds of business in this world without stepping out of our room with smartphone.
Yeah, it's coming.
And we can run governance, complete system of governance without stepping out of. We can conduct election without anybody going out of their rooms. We can cast our votes and our votes will be counted, and nobody has the technology to hack it or steal the result of anybody. It is left for us to choose progress, to choose to align ourselves with progressive tools that are out there to help communities grow.
Hello guys, welcome to Hello Africa. We are here in another edition of Changing the Narrative of African Youths. But today we have something different, okay? Because we are going to be stepping in African issues, no matter the country where it is. Hello Africa will bring one person or anybody from any part of African continent to come here and we discuss about the issue of changing the narrative of African youth. Welcome today. I'm still your host, Chifex Afro-Brazil Link. Please, if it's your first time, go to our YouTube channel, Afro-Brazil Link TV, and subscribe and share, please. The only thing you can do to help this program is only subscribe and share. Yeah, today we have a special guest, somebody that you all know, one of our beloved brother. When you talk about the technology, guys, you need to know this guy. Well, I will not take your time. Let me welcome my brother, the Honorable Okenze. Welcome to my show.
Thank you.
I would like you to introduce to our audience a little bit about you.
Okay. My name is Okenze, among other things that I am known.
And where are you from?
I was born in a very popular little village known as Akoko in Idatonot local government in Imo State. Today known as Nigeria. I don't know about tomorrow, but we are still called Nigeria for today, 2023.
Really? Bro, you're welcome once again. So because a lot of people have been sending message, oh, Chifex, let's talk about the development. What are the things that Igbo land need to develop now? And some of them sent question, but we're not going to waste time today because we have a little time, but we're going to go into 3 questions that came in here today. And the question goes like this, Mazi. What are the infrastructure and challenge hidden development in Igbo land?
Infrastructural challenges that are hindering development in Igbo. I would say, first and foremost, Igbo, which up till now has not been officially removed from Federal Republic of Nigeria, is, among other things that Nigeria faced, chronic infrastructural challenges which emanate from should I say, stopped developmental projects during and after the war, which no government, all the subsequent government that comes after the war, none of them took any meaningful action to revitalize the economy of the Southeast, which is the Igbo land. So, in that regard, Igbo land is completely having governance structural challenges. There is no meaningful governance infrastructure or structures that is in existence anywhere in Alibo that has any meaning or has the capacity to contribute to any kind of development for any people 21st century. It's not there. So if we want to put in infrastructure, we have to first start by redefining the governance structure of our labor. That is the first thing that has to be done. After that, we need that governance structure we have to put in place in our labor, have to account for who is Onyibo. That is among the first things that needs to be defined. Who is Onyibo and who among the people that are currently in Southeast are supposed to be there? Because there are no verifiable governance system that is responsible for development. There is no social structure that can be relied on or count on to begin to articulate infrastructural development. Now, we have governors, we have local government chairmen and the rest of them. But when government is operating without the mandate of the people, without the contribution of the people, you see government will be there and you will be lacking government. That is what is happening in all the southeastern states, apart from this newly functioning Labour governor in Abia State.
Yeah.
No other state seems to be alive for anything infrastructure.
And they don't care.
When you are not there for the people, nobody is there to tell you what their challenges are because everybody is running.
Everybody, yeah.
You are not there for the people.
Yeah.
The people do not see themselves represented in you. So even when they have problems, they don't come to you with their problems because they do not identify with you. They do not have that feeling like you are governing them. So the governance of our Igbo has to be the kind of governance in Igbo choose. That is the first infrastructure that has to be put in place before any other kind of infrastructure will follow. Now, you don't talk about housing, you don't talk about road construction, you don't talk about urban development, nor social plans or provisions for the citizens when more or less it seems like we don't have government. Everybody's just existing on their own. So,
but how can we, what are we going to do to ratify these issues?
Okay, what we are going to do, as you said, what are we going to do? Is, at the end of the day, it is in the hands of Nwonibo to build Alibo and develop whatever else that will be developed or created in Alibo. That responsibility begins and ends with Ndibo. Now, what Ndibo should be doing at all levels is we have many organizations, we have many institutions that we have somehow created for ourselves that is functional. Some of them is these town unions we have. We have presidents of town unions. Now we have we have a lot of presidents, we have a lot of organizations, even in diaspora and back home. Now this town union presidents should wake up and give themselves more responsibility. Among other things is identifying themselves. How many are Igbo people? How many are Igbo people of Nnewi extraction, for example? How many people of Nnewi are from Nnewi? How many people are in these places? Do we have that data existing anywhere? If it does not exist, why not begin constructing a data-based system that can help us aggregate our numbers, to know our strengths, to know our weaknesses, and know where we need to put more efforts or where we have put so much effort without better result and change strategies. We need numbers, we need information, we need much more numbers than we currently have. And we have always expected the government to come and do it for us, but we already know the type of government we have. Our fathers go to war because of the type of government that was installed on them that they do not like, and all those things are still in place today. Nothing has changed. And what needs to be changed is the attitude of Igbo towards governance.
Okay.
That is the only thing that needs to be changed. Instead of waiting for others to provide your solution, be the solution provider yourselves.
Not every time blaming the government.
No, you don't have to depend on those who are not depending on you. You have to depend on you. Our responsibility at all levels. And I am saying this town because they are one of those that have structures that has been in existence, even you can say before the institution of Nigeria as an institution, for example. Igbo town unions has been in existence and they have constantly have their presidents.
Yeah.
Now, these are not the only institutions that are functional in Igbo or has the capacity to unite Igbo to create a new kind of governance protocol for ourselves, which we can still be practicing even on still being called Nigeria as we are today. Nothing stops Igbo from having a unified tax code in Igbo land, for example. There is nothing that is stopping Igbo from having a unified identity system in Igbo land. These are suggestions that we are bringing to the table that all these institutions should begin to apply to create a new infrastructure, governance infrastructure.
That, okay, you mean the way you're saying now is like Igbo should create a governing system that will not depend on the Nigerian, or just can you
that is what I'm saying. A transparent system that does not rely on unreliable Nigerian system. That is open also. Nigeria can copy from, or they can see what is needed. You see, this is 2023. The challenge we have in Africa is like we are living in the past while the rest of the world is in the future. A lot of things are possible. With this thing in our hand, we can do so many things. We can run all kinds of business in this world without stepping out of our room with smartphone.
Yeah, it's coming.
And we can run governance, complete system of governance without stepping out of. We can conduct election without anybody going out of their rooms. We can cast our votes and our votes will be counted, and nobody has the technology to hack it or steal the result of anybody. It is left for us to choose progress, to choose to align ourselves with progressive tools that are out there to help communities grow. It is all on us and nobody else's responsibility.
Yeah, but Mazi, the way you're saying it is like it's something easy to do because Igbo is under Nigerian government. The governors of Igbo land, they are under Nigerian government. Now, can that be possible?
Do you know why I don't look at the Nigerian governance structure as it is? It is obvious to anybody that is a Nigerian or even onlookers that the Nigerian governance system is skewed. That is, it's corrupted. It's a corrupt system. In the sense that it does not enable the citizens to hold the officials accountable because of how the whole system has been constructed and maintained all this while. But there is nothing that is stopping the citizens from abandoning unworking system and developing a new system for themselves, which is even far more cheaper than trying to go to change the mind of a governor who does not see anything good in bringing progress to begin to do. This is 21st century. And 21st century, there is something that is called, there is a piece of technology that is known as peer-to-peer technology that enables individuals to interact with themselves without depending on the go-ahead of any other person, be it governor, president, or the military, or whatever. You don't need their consent for me to deal with you one-on-one. I do not need any consent from anybody, not even God. God has given that consent by making us alive in the first place. So it is now left for me and you. So when we are talking about government and governance and looking at governor, which is just one individual and maybe some ministers that are around them, while the citizens are in millions, and they can take decision on their own to do whatever they want to do on their own without anybody having anything to do against them or being able to stop them in any way. For example, let me give you an example, which is in work.
Okay.
Very soon, it will be out in the open, the whole world will see. Something like regional currency. Yes, it's in work for Igbo to have a regional currency that will be our primary currency, without the need to take permission from the Central Bank of Nigeria or depend on federal government of Nigeria to sign accord with us in order for us to run an independent regional currency that is focused on giving our people credit to do business. We don't need the government to do that. All we need is ourselves to accept, to have new system among ourselves. And nothing can stop it from being that currency. Nothing stops it from being exchanged with naira or being exchanged with pounds, euro, dollar, reals, and the rest of them. Even when BRICS come out, it can be exchangeable with BRICS and the rest of them. And nobody has anything to do or say otherwise. It is all on our hands as sovereign beings to determine that, no, we've had enough of this shit. Let us do things differently. And that is the process we are taking. Now, when you say you said it and it seems like it's easy, it's not impossible. That is the most important thing that I want everybody to take out. That it is not impossible for Ndi Igbo today, even today, 2023, that is almost going to an end, for us to say, okay, we choose Ofo to be our principal currency, with which we exchange, we buy and sell with the rest of the world. And Ofo will be our currency forever. Nobody can stop it. It is in the works already.
Nice one. Guys, man, Mazi is taking me to another level. Guys, I beg. Mazi, make we just take breaks more and take some coffee, please. Because if we keep on moving in this issue, my God, Mazi, just let's go to break and we are going to be back.